Welcome back, friends and family of magic, to Hogwarts Legacy, Episode 3. Last episode, we were exploring some bits of the library and then ran off to Hogsmeade. In this thrilling episode, we will continue in Hogsmeade. Later, we will be learning new spells, and then we will be sneaking into places we clearly don't belong. So let us apparate right in, shall we? Oh no! A troll! So let's talk about them, shall we?
Oh, control.
According to Newt's Commander's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, there are 3 primary breeds of trolls: mountain trolls, forest trolls, and river trolls.
Are we
Mountain
weakening him at
trolls,
all?
the largest and most vicious variety, that have pale grey, hairless skin and lumpy bodies. I'm not quite sure what this one looks like exactly, but let's see. Forest trolls, native to woodlands, and they have pale green skin and straggly green or brown hair.
Oh.
Near Miss Dog.
What's that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done. Look out!
River trolls, typically found lurking under bridges. They have hairy purple skin and short horns. Okay, well, he doesn't have horns, so he's definitely a mountain troll.
That's right, you lumbering lout.
He's
Come
faltering.
on.
Few more hits should do the job.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I
No.
suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Officer Singer. Just, evaporate.
Reparo.
Oh, hello there.
Lucky they didn't do more.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Okay, just leave me to repair everything by myself, Sebastian. Thanks.
Did you know that trolls are so synonymously low with intelligence that if you are called a troll, you have the lowest possible failing grade in the wizarding examinations? Well, if that's the case, you sure should know how to speak to them if you're planning to be one. Or even just ask an exceptionally skilled linguist to help you, like Barty Crouch Senior or something. Oh wait, his son killed him. Well, as far as anyone can tell, their language consists mostly of simple grunts anyways. I'm sure you will figure it out.
Reparo.
Well, you will have a very solid protection though. They possess tough hides that repel most spells, making them difficult for even experienced wizards to defeat without powerful magic or clever tactics. Like me. Okay, Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, and Harry Potter did it first. Just be careful, you are still most likely going to have to sleep with one eye open. Because if you didn't know that trolls are carnivores and have a particular taste for raw human flesh.
Oh, there's one more. Where? Oh. The entire building.
Reparo.
Lad rags. Wizard wear.
Revelio.
Where was I again with trolls? Oh yes, Despite their aggression, some trolls are trained as security trolls to
Mr. Hill
guard
was just singing
high-value
your praises.
locations like Gringotts or Hogwarts corridors. We only ever saw a few in the movies, and I'm not yet sure about in the books. Still busy reading them. Let's see what this guy wants.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful.
Oh, can
I
you?
own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes.
Well,
in
hope
thanks
not.
for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
Now here's a clip of me just being stupid. Obviously not understanding how the defenses and stuff works. I'm just running through it, seeing what looks great. Yay!
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
Cool. Well, before we
I
run
sell
off,
even more.
let's just get my clothing.
Worthy items, should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your...
Revelio.
I think this is the guys. Make a note of that, guys. I found one.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Serona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
Oh no.
Who's that?
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction.
Well,
Who's
you did
this
seem to
child?
me.
What are you not telling me?
All you
Stacia.
need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Oh no.
Let's go.
Don't go that way, you're gonna get seen!
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was
No,
that
they
goblin
definitely
doing
saw
with
you.
Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly,
Yeah,
let's
no,
get
they
inside the
definitely
3
saw you.
broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Serona.
You be well.
Just burst through the door. Hello.
Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me.
Thanks.
Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
I wasn't
Thank
the
you for
first,
this.
though.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are...
Of course.
How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now?
And if it
Your
was,
clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve.
Ooh.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
I don't like him.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
Now
One would
get
think
out.
you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
What, you gonna wait for me outside the door?
I'm gonna whoop your ass at some point.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Great.
We'll see.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything. But it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Great idea.
Revelio.
Since we are in the 3 broomsticks, might as well add a bit more history. If you remember in the films and books, Harry snuck into the 3 broomsticks in his invisibility cloak and overheard a conversation about the murderer Sirius Black that supposedly betrayed his parents.
I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
Well, as I was saying, it turns out later that Sirius was wrongfully accused because the real person that betrayed Harry's parents was Peter Pettigrew. It's not really given too much of the details in the films, but I've read in the books that it states that Sirius was supposed to be the Potter's secret keeper, but Sirius had secretly asked them to change it to Peter last minute, which turned out to not be such a swell idea. So, when the Potters were killed by Voldemort, everyone thought it was Sirius. Sirius Black was then imprisoned for 12 years before he saw the news when the Weasleys won some money. And went on a trip to Egypt, where Sirius then saw Peter as a rat held by Ron Weasley. He then plotted his escape to kill Peter for the betrayal.
Revelio.
Oh.
don't know what a secret keeper is, let me educate you a bit. A secret keeper is the central figure of the Fidelius charm, an ancient and immensely powerful spell used to hide a secret, usually a location, inside a single living soul. Once the secret is bound to the keeper's soul, it becomes unknowable to anyone else. Even if Voldemort stood right outside the Potter's window, he could not see or find them as long as the secret keeper remains silent. The secret can only be revealed if the secret keeper chooses to do so voluntarily. It cannot be forced out through torture, the Cruciatus Curse, or even the Imperius Curse. When a secret keeper tells someone the secret, that person becomes a confidant. They can see the secret, but they cannot pass it on to anyone else. So in short, Peter willingly told Voldemort about the Potters, and therefore betraying his friends and had them murdered.
Do you even comprehend how expensive that broom was? Breaking your own belongings is one thing, but that broom belonged to your sister, and how can you know that she is beside herself? Never mind that you could have died. No more broom racing for you, and I'd better not hear one more peep. Good day!
Ah.
Ronald Weasley! How dare you steal that car? I am absolutely disgusted. Your father is now facing an inquiry at work, and it's entirely your fault. If you put another toe out of line, we'll be bringing you straight home.
Kitty? Kitty! Obviously, I have to say hello to the kitty. Always. Why you be screaming? Sorry, student. Oh, I have to go more up. Wait, huh? Wait, I don't have to go more up. Let's just go around.
Revelio.
Professor Fig! Oh, Professor Fig! My leg is itchy. Sorry, guys. I'll be with you in a moment. Ah. Yeah.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me, and he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Why would you do this to me? I want to go!
Entry to the restricted section is tightly controlled. Students that wish to enter it or even borrow any books require a signed permission slip from a Hogwarts professor. And Professor Fig doesn't want to take us there.
Heard you're defending
Because we need to make
Hogsmeade
another
against
plan.
trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Listen here. What is his name again? Ominous.
Don't get too cocky simply because you had one victory over Sally. He never backs down from a fight.
Do you know how Hermione, Ron, and Harry got the book out of the restricted section in the Chamber of Secrets? Well, if you didn't know that they had to get the recipe they needed for Polyjuice Potion out of the Most Debutante Potions, which is in the restricted section, you are in luck. Now you do. They tricked that really egotistical teacher, Professor Lockhart, to sign a slip so they didn't have to sneak in and steal it.
Oh, I need to go this way. Just follow the map. Dream.
As we know that many students snuck into the restricted section undetected, some looking for books for themselves and some to help others.
Sure, why not?
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
Everyone hates you? Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose, which I never do. Or at least, not often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Yeah, I would have done I'd have done the same.
Sounds as if you caused a smelly situation and they responded accordingly.
I didn't make the rules. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
What a peculiar child. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Hold on, let me just get the correct quest. I'm not really in the mood for... finding these things. Ah, this teacher.
Revelio.
Great. She's not bad.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite.
Great.
But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio.
More tasks!
You know where to find me once you've finished.
Lost track of what I was saying earlier. Oh yes, the restricted
Crossed
section.
Wands isn't as secret as it's
The section
believed to
holds
be.
advanced texts necessary for specific high-level studies, but also deeply sinister information. For instance, it once contained the book Secrets of the Darkest Arts. The book contained detailed information about how to create Horcrux.
I didn't know there was a door here. Oh.
Well, the Secret of the Darkest Art is believed to be the only known source of how to make a Horcrux. This process is so dark that most other books like Magic's Most Evil barely even mentions the subject. Tom accessed this book and gained what he needed before Dumbledore, who was then a Transfiguration teacher, had removed the book from the library so that hopefully no one else would follow in Riddle's footsteps.
I'll come discover this later. Let's go do quests.
Well, unfortunately, Tom Riddle had already gathered enough information to then try out his method and then made his first Horcrux, which we all know is his diary.
Toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
These peeves will make me late.
He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp,
peeves,
sought to trap me, confined me inside of a
If you've
jar.
only ever watched the films of Harry Potter, you will be very surprised when you play Hogwarts Legacy for the first time. Because Peeves, the poltergeist, was never even shown or mentioned in the films. In the books, however, he is mentioned quite a bit, wreaking havoc throughout the school. Peeves is a constant presence, performing acts of both chaos and, surprisingly, loyalty. Peeves was famously cut from the films entirely. Actor Rick Mayall actually filmed scenes for the Philosopher's Stone, but they were deleted
Glad
because
you
the
could make it.
director felt the
Lucan's just over
character's
there.
design didn't quite fit the tone of the first movie. I don't know why, in my opinion, because Peeves is such a cool character, if you ask
Can I help
me.
you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for Crossed Wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
Yeah, well, I kicked his butt.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does
Yay.
Crossed Wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Absolutely not.
Of course.
Do it.
Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in Crossed Wands, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
You are so loud, dude.
We'll make you regret signing up.
Oh, will you now?
Come on.
Find the wand!
You're better than that.
Victory!
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought.
Thanks.
Hope to see you back here again.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
No.
Actually, I might come back later.
Suit yourself. I'll be around when you're ready.
I would like to get another duel.
Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up.
Yay.
Ready for another round?
Nope, let's do it anyway.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yeah.
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Love how they don't have a
Apologies
choice
in
to be my
advance.
partner. Oh, there's 3 of them. As was mentioned earlier in one of my episodes by Sebastian, Crossed Wands is a secret unsanctioned student dueling club at Hogwarts. It's primarily featured in this game. While it does not appear in the original Harry Potter books or films, it serves as a historical predecessor to the dueling club seen later in the series. Like I said, this club is primarily a secret student fight club that is invite only, but I would say that the closest to the dueling club was mentioned in the films and books is the Chamber of Secrets when Professor Lockhart and Professor Snape was trying to teach the students to defend themselves if ever they were in danger. And they actually made it an official school activity for students, which is kind of cool.
What a duel. Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
Maybe you should have played better.
Hello, Lucan. I'm ready for practice.
Glad you're keeping at it. Ready to have a try now?
Am I ever
That
ready?
would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Leviosa. Leviosa.
Keep trying.
Accio.
I pressed the wrong button.
That's it.
Leviosa.
Nicely done.
Leviosa.
That was something.
Let's run a little back.
Leviosa.
Booyah!
excellent form. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Maybe you should.
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
Why? Why should I go easy on him? Just because he's young and inexperienced. This is how you gain experience.
Revelio.
The Peeves bathroom. Do you want to know a bit about Professor Lockhart? No? Well, too bad. I'm going to tell you anyway. Gilderoy Lockhart was born to a witch mother and a muggle father. He is said to be the only magical child among his siblings. He arrived at Hogwarts expecting to be treated like a superstar, not knowing that obviously you aren't the only witch or wizard in the world, and they clearly aren't that rare. The Sorting Hat had placed him in Ravenclaw, obviously recognizing his intelligence. What the Hat didn't know, however, is that Lockhart's intelligence
Revelio.
only went as far as he could see. When he discovered
you're
that he
defending
wasn't
Hogsmeade again.
immediately good at everything, he became a distinction seeker. Even though he was intelligent, he still ended up using his gifts for
I
fraud.
trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
Actually, I did.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we
Well,
not
with my
end today's
ADHD, I
lesson
can't
with your
guarantee
robes
anything.
aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and
fire
keep your wand
spell.
steady.
Incendio is derived from the Latin incendere, meaning to set on fire or to burn. Hermione, however, has many uses for the fire spells, and in the movies we can clearly see that she has a distinct blue bell flame. She mainly uses Incendio for more aggressive needs, for instance, when she wanted to destroy the Horcrux locket, which the Horcrux proved immune, unfortunately. I wonder what these things are in here do. I'm gonna get this eventually. Where can I test it?
Incendio!
Dummy! Oh, not close enough. I have to wait.
Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it.
Yay!
And do try not to incinerate yourself.
No, not likely. I mean, likely, actually. Well, I'm jumping up and down with some random information here. Where was I with Lockhart again? After Lockhart had graduated, he decided to travel, and instead of actually fighting the banshees or curing the werewolves, as we all know, he tracked down the witches and wizards who did do all those things and bewitched them with his most accomplished spell, which was the memory charm, Obliviate. Dumbledore hired Lockhart not because of his skills. He hired Lockhart because Dumbledore knew that he was a fraud and wanted to expose him for what he was. Unfortunately for Lockhart, Dumbledore knew two of the wizards he had defrauded and believed that putting him back into a school environment, would reveal his incompetence. Now, here's a question for you. Do you know what happened to Lockhart after the Chamber of Secrets? While you are pondering on that question, let's talk a bit about werewolves. Now, werewolves aren't born, they are made, in quotation. If you are bitten by a fully formed werewolf, chances are that on the next full moon you're probably going to be eating rabbits with the werewolf that bit you. But if by chance you were bitten by a werewolf in its human form, consider yourself not a werewolf. You might just get a few extra cravings. As far as I'm aware, the only person that we know of that was bitten by a werewolf in its human form is Charlie Weasley. Well, he didn't become a werewolf, but he did get a few extra cravings for some really juicy raw steak, where Remus Lupin unfortunately got the short end of that stick. And when he was bitten as a young little boy, he became a werewolf each month. Yeah. Random thought. Do you know that a lot of witches and wizards avoid the Shrieking Shack? If you did, good on you! But do you know why? The witches and wizards believe that the Shrieking Shack was haunted by ghosts, which is weird considering they have ghosts everywhere in Hogwarts all the bloody time. But anyways, it turns out that it wasn't haunted by ghosts. It was Remus's hideout each month when he was enduring his painful transformation. And the only wizard who knew of this was Professor Dumbledore. Professor Dumbledore is actually the one who built the Shrieking Shack for Lupin. Dumbledore made sure that there's no working doors or windows, ensuring that Remus wouldn't escape. And the only way in and out of the shack, if you didn't know, was a tunnel that connects from the Shrieking Shack to the bottom of the Whomping Willow.
Ah, there you are.
Let's speak to Mr. Fig.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
No, Master, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
Great. Well, I guess we're gonna go talk to Sebastian.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Sebastian, where are you, Sebastian? Actually, I figured it out quite well. You know, considering that all you need to do is follow a map.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Should I or shouldn't I? Let's tell him.
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this portkey.
A portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you,
Yay.
Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
There's not really many people I can tell, is there?
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madame Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Cool. I've only been running into him every now and again. See you tonight.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Oh. Just... happened to be nightfall all of a sudden.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting
Yay.
places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Oh yeah, new spell. Okay. This one, this one, this one. Oh, this one. Yay! Okay. Okay, T. I need to. There we go.
Silent as a grave.
Yay! Okay, I'll be quiet. Ah, the restricted section. Did you know that the restricted section doesn't just hold dangerous or dark books? It also holds a few interesting magical objects like dark statues, unopened crates, and portraits that are so dangerous they are kept under dust sheets. Or even literally tied down by magical rope to prevent them from attacking people. Okay, how are we supposed to... Also, why am I whispering? Phew. Where's Sebastian? Nope.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Great.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
Good gracious, what a mess!
Where's this auspicious
That wasn't so
restricted
difficult
section?
after all. Now, to find that book.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Okay, downstairs we go. Okay.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
Where?
Should be in the clip. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking for anyway.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm
Well, it's not going to
impressed.
stay in there for
Revelio.
long.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Reparo! Yeah, this one. Now, when we go even deeper past the series of eerie dark corridors, we're going to find a spiral staircase leading to a chamber containing a single silent portal archway. This portal can only be activated by those capable of seeing ancient magic, like me. And it leads to the Athenaeum, a repository of knowledge that predates the modern library.
There must be more to this room. Revelio.
I just want to thank everyone so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this educating journey through the Harry Potter lore. Tell me, what's your favorite obscure secret of Harry Potter? Drop a comment below and share it with the community. If you know of anyone that would love this deep dive into the wizarding world, feel free to share this video with them. And I hope to see you, as well as them, all again next time.